I was on NBC Sports Boston last night, and I said something that I think is probably going to get some attention, maybe not for the better. I said that the Celtics should look at dealing Jaylen Brown. Okay, now hear me out. Hear me out before you jump. I haven't
said a word. I haven't said a word yet.
I know. Thank you. I appreciate it, because I think a lot of other people are going to jump all over me before hearing the entire story of what I'm saying and what I said last night, which was, is there a team out there, Bob, that feels that Jaylen Brown is or could be a franchise player, a franchise guy, a top 10 player in the NBA? If that is the case, why not look and see what you could get for him now? I'm not trading him for 75 cents on the dollar. I'm not trading him for anything less than another all-star, and maybe more, because he's 24 years old. But I would look to see what I could get, only because I still do not think Jaylen Brown, Jayson Tatum, and Kemba Walker are great together. I don't think they fit so well together, because they are still at their core all scorers. So what I said was, I would do a trade of Jaylen Brown for Bradley Beal. I would do that trade. I don't know where you stand with that, but Bradley Beal, now he's a scorer in Washington because he has to be. Okay, they got nothing else really for the most part. I know they got Westbrook now, and they had John Wall, who was hurt. But ultimately, Bradley Beal can be a ball mover also. He is a very good passer, a very good scorer, not as good defensively as Jaylen Brown, but still a good defender as well. And he's 27. He's not 24. Let's not make it look like 27 is over the hill here. He's in his prime.
That's prime. My first instinct is it's robbing Peter to pay Paul. You do that.
Yep.
And then who's your starting forward? Who's on? Who moves up? What else?
Well, you go Kemba, Beal, Tatum is your four. You probably play small with Smart, and then
that's it.
Tatum's your. I mean, really.
And actually, I'm thinking of everything you said, and I
Smart can guard a three, though. Marcus Smart can easily guard a three.
Oh yeah, I agree to that.
And Beal can, I just think Beal fits.
No, I love Marcus, but I don't want to put too much on him.
Yeah,
I like him because he's unique, and he is, and I don't want to hear about anybody else that's like him or anybody like him. But I like him in this hybrid role. I don't know.
I think he's got, whether or not they have, regardless, I think you've got to have Marcus Smart on the court at the end of the games. Don't you? I mean, your best five players, when Marcus Smart comes back here, are clear. They're clear as day. Well, maybe not your best five, but your four guys are clear as day, which is obviously Tatum, Jaylen Brown.
Who's the
right? I mean, everybody wants Robert Williams today, and I know you had a nice tweet about Robert Williams and Bill Russell in the same tweet.
Yeah, I mean, I wish Bill Russell would teach him the nuances of of how to take full advantage of this great ability. The question arose on Twitter, when's the last time the Celtics had anybody like Robert Williams? And the answer is they've never had anybody, in my experience, quite like Robert Williams. And that you have to go all the way back to Bill Russell, in a sense, and that Bill Russell remains. I know people, don't want to hear from the old farts, they don't want to hear from me, they don't want to hear from everybody, because they can't. I know it's a hard concept. Well, by the way, we're rambling, but who cares? Yep. I know it's a hard concept for anybody today, anybody under 56, anybody to understand that some people are ahead of their time. Bill Russell was an athlete ahead of his time. He put the block shot into the game of basketball. He did it. One person did it. It started with Bill Russell. That's where they have to understand this, okay? And he did it because he was an extraordinary athlete with incredible timing, something that is unteachable, okay? It's unteachable. That his and the things that made him Bill Russell ultimately are unteachable. He was innately smart. You can't make somebody smarter. He was the timing, the instinct, and the psychology. Well, anyway, he was the master of the block shot, unlike anyone that's ever lived. And I'm sorry. So then, if he could impart some of that wisdom into the most extraordinary physical being at that position the Celtics have ever had to do this, namely Robert Williams. People say about Robert Parrish. Robert Parrish, I don't remember seeing Robert Parrish do an alley-oop dunk ever. Wasn't his game. Now,
he could barely get up to dunk it at 7 feet.
But what he could do was run that floor.
He was elite level, but he wasn't a great vertical athlete. He was not a great vertical athlete.
Run that floor. And anyway, all right. So yeah, that's the thing about it. So
get back to Beal, Jaylen Brown. Get back to it. What's your thought?
Well, my goal is to keep everybody and add on. Am I just hopelessly foolish to think that somewhere out there, Danny can't find an instant offense guy to help come off the bench?
Yeah, I think he can find that. I do. I think in the buyout market, there'll be somebody.